This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, The Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
9.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Hi, Chef. Coming up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes has Mexican foods invented right here in the good old US of A. In honor of Cinco de Mayo. Yes, very often. Ted's Meat and Potatoes coming up right after the game known as Big W 206-421-ROCK. Hello, Tyler. Welcome back to the program.
Hey.
Hey. Tyler, I got you on question number 3, I believe.
I think so.
All right. We noticed that you dropped off the line, that we're calling back just as the show was coming back.
Yep.
All right, here's your question, Captain Excitement. Which one of these was not a real person? Duncan Hines, Chef Boyardee, or Betty Crocker?
Betty Crocker.
One and done. I would have guessed Duncan Hines, man. Chef Boyardee is a little weird, but it's so unique. Weird, it's but you know, and it was Boyardee. Any idea what his first name was? I learned this just today.
Giuseppe.
Anthony. Giuseppe. I like where you're going with. Yeah, well, Hector. What? Hector Boyardee. It was Hector, yeah.
All right.
Giuseppe. It's not very Italian.
Yeah, like...
Ted just swung for the fences. Giuseppe! Right, what's the most Italian name?
Oh, hey, it's me, Hector.
Hector Boyardee. He sounds like a hitman. He's got a neck tattoo.
Right. I can't think of
the Raiders logo. Hello.
All right.
Hello, Cody. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Cody, sober, not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Cody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Big Dummy. On our men's room poll, pick a food to never eat again. Will it be Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
Just to piss off my Italian friend, I got to go Italian.
Italian, all right. What food would you miss? Other than pizza, what food would you miss most?
Probably Parmesan chicken.
All right, yeah, that's solid. Yeah, that is solid.
I mean, I'd say lasagna. I just eat it very rarely, but every time I do, I'm like, God, this is delicious.
This is so good. God damn, rigatoni and a vodka cream sauce. There you go.
Then it makes you, then it reminds you that you're lactose intolerant and it comes back to haunt you.
All right, see, I'm right there with you, man. I never think about it. You know, milkshake, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm getting. Ice cream, I know what I'm getting into. For some reason, if it's a cream sauce, even though it's right there in the name, I never think about it. I devour the meal, then an hour later, I'm like, I'm going to go sit on the toilet for the next week and a half. Every time.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
All right, here's your question. Who was the first U.S. vice president?
Uranus.
James Madison. John Adams. Uranus was the third U.S. vice president. So close. All right, your question.
I'm from Massachusetts anyways.
Well, it's supposed to be a really smart state, right?
No, not me. Construction worker.
Oh, are you one of those MMA guys?
No.
Okay.
No, too many concussions in football, though. So.
All right. There you go. Have the guys from Massachusetts right now are in training to fight in the UFC. Yes. All right, your question.
I'm Irish. I'm not that Irish.
They just want to beat up the guy that they went to high school with 30 years ago. Yeah.
No, I wanted to beat him up for liking the same hockey team that I did at work today.
Yeah. Aha. All right, your question. What substance can you not eat if you have celiac disease?
Gluten.
There you go. Nice work. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Hello, Jess. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Jess, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Sober, Jess. Welcome to the program. All right, Jess. You got to pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood. Where are you going?
I only like about 2 Italian foods, so I'm going Italian.
What are the 2 Italian foods that you enjoy?
Spaghetti, and I don't know if, pastrami. You know, like the meat logs you can get with like cheese and crackers. That's Italian, right?
Meat log. The Italian meat log.
I think that's Sicilian, the meat log.
Hey, she makes a good point. I didn't even think about like charcuterie and dried meats.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're not Italian. You're not eating it.
Well, I guess.
Prosciutto, capicola, right?
I mean, a lot of that's German, too. Some of it.
Some, depending on the sausage.
You just have to eat Bavarian meats.
But they taste, to me, entirely different. But the cured meats...
I feel like the cured meats, I mean, outside of Iberico in Spain, but I feel like the cured meats is really Italian.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Although I had Iberico when I was in Italy.
Ooh.
When I was in Spain, I did not. I go to Italy. They're like, well, Iberico. All right, here's your question. What tropic is located at 23.5 degrees north latitude?
Galapagos?
Cancer? You are correct. Tropic of Cancer. Did you say Galapagos?
Yeah, taking a guess.
No, I like that guess. That's a group of islands. All right, your question. Canada, Norway, Finland, or Scotland? Where did curling originate?
Where did what originate?
Curling. You know, the winter sport with the broom?
Norway?
I'll say Canada.
I thought it was Canada. It is not Canada. It was Scotland.
Yeah, throwing stones. That makes sense.
Yep.
And a lot of their sports involve a giant stone.
They didn't have a lot of resources, I'm thinking, back in Scotland.
Yeah.
We have rocks, and that is it.
Throw this log.
Right. Scottish sports. Everyone has the toy at home. Go in your yard.
They hit this wee ball hundreds of yards. Aim at that little wee hole.
All right. Your question, who played the role of Jack Tripper on the TV show Three's Company?
Probably wrong. Robin Williams?
John Ritter.
Robin was Mork from Ork. You know, somebody does point out here, they're right. It's very fun. Well, it says the funny thing is that spaghetti isn't Italian. It was invented by the Chinese. The noodle was, but the sauce they put on there. That's all, man. Yeah. All right, what is the capital of Ukraine?
Oh,
I'm going to go ahead and spell that. You're trying to say the name of the city that everyone mispronounces.
Oh.
That's the one that's
Kyiv,
getting shelled right now.
Kiev?
It's Kyiv, yeah. Kyiv? We found out recently it's Kyiv. We said Kiev, then you get invaded. They're like, at least do us the favor of saying it right.
Is there still a Kiev, though? Like this one, because this one's even spelled different. I've always seen Kiev as K-I-E-V. This one's K-Y-I-V. Like, is there a Kiev and a Kyiv?
Oh, crap, man. I don't know. But it's...
Yeah, I think they might have just finally corrected how it's spelled.
Yeah, I thought they were correct.
To the rest of the world. I'm sure they always spell it the way.
All right, your question. What insect is responsible for the spread of Lyme disease?
Mosquitoes?
Used to be a cartoon.
That would be ticks. Mosquitoes are all about that malaria, dog.
I don't feel like that's a term I use enough.
What's that?
You know what, man? I'm really ticked off.
Do you hear about because we're adults and we can say piss now. When you're growing up with your parents and I'm really ticked.
See what's happening in Texas right now with those ticks?
No.
As soon as they get on you, man, as soon as they clamp in, you can never eat red meat again. Remember I was telling my buddy had that?
Yeah.
Oh, now they got an outbreak of those things in Texas.
Jesus, man.
That's horrible.
In Texas.
Red meat.
Oh, my God.
You'd have to move.
I mean, I can't even explain what that means to people in Texas.
That's what I mean. You'd have to move.
People in Texas, well, the only reason we got vegetables so that meat can eat them. All right, the question, what two states have their own time zone?
Arizona?
Hawaii?
Yep.
Alaska?
Yep.
That's it.
I'm on Alaskan time, man.
So what time zone is Arizona in right now? Right, because they don't switch their clocks.
Oh, it's because they don't do daylight savings time,
Right, they don't do daylight savings.
Doesn't?
I believe we are currently on the same time as Arizona.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are on Pacific time while we are on daylight savings.
And then they go, to Mountain when we go back to...
Correct.
All right.
No, they're just in Arizona time.
There used to be an argument all the time. When you lived on the East Coast, people would fly to England the way living here will go to Hawaii, right? So there was always an argument, are they 5 hours ahead or 6 hours ahead? And it finally occurred to us the whole daylight savings thing So people would argue it up and down all the time. Then they go like, what time of the year did you leave? And it cleared it all up. All right, Jess, here's your question. Does sound travel faster in the air, water, or in a vacuum?
I want to say water.
That's a good thing to say. You know how many times faster? 4 times faster.
4 times
That's
faster.
weird.
That's how whales can talk to each other around the world, I guess. They got that plan with Verizon.
And they're also very loud.
Yeah.
That's the thing about whales. You really, there's no such thing as a whale with an indoor voice. They'll say, like, the mating season, the thing travels thousands of miles. That's kind of weird. Because I don't know if, say you are a humpback whale, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And so, yes, Mike, be proud of that. And you're yelling whatever message you're yelling. Like, does every humpback in the ocean hear you? And if it is,
depends on what you said.
But, is it being stuck?
If it's, I'm horny. I'm turning around. I'm swimming your way.
But, is it like being stuck on the tweet chain that you didn't want to be involved in?
Yes.
Like, I wish Billy would shut up. Like, all the goddamn time he's talking. Billy, nobody cares.
I haven't figured out how to opt out of a text chain yet. Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROD.
Hello, Brian. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Brian, sober, not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Brian, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll. Pick a food to never eat again. Will it be Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
You can keep the seafood.
All right. Not getting a lot of love today.
I know, it's crazy.
All right, here's your question. Both Sleeping Beauty and The Nutcracker were written by whom?
Tchaikovsky.
Damn, one
and done
Get
on
outta here.
Tchaikovsky.
Wow.
I had no idea. I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's why I know his name.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROD.
Hello, Don. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Don, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Sober.
Don, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll, pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'm going to have to go with seafood. It's a lesser of the evils.
What seafood would you miss most?
That'd probably be shrimp because it is kind of a favorite, but I like the other ones better.
Yeah, I got you, man. By the way, Miles, the tick you were talking about in Texas,
yes,
it is specifically called the Lone Star tick. And it's different from... Well, if you're going to call it the Lone Star tick, where else would they go? I just can't believe it's beef. I know there's some irony to that.
Yeah, especially in Texas. I'm surprised they haven't just eradicated it yet.
Oh, they will. Get little teeny tiny guns and shoot ticks. All right, here's your question. Who directed the movie Citizen Kane?
Oh, wow.
Bloated, boring ass.
I don't know. Scorsese?
Mike just did a fantastic charade of them. That would be Big Man, Orson Welles.
Oh, okay.
All right, Don, your question. Around what planet would you find the Cassini division?
Would be Saturn?
Right guess. Yes. Yeah. That's the space between the rings.
Oh, really?
The gaps between the rings are your Cassini divisions. Let's see. By the way, as far as the speed of sound, why does it travel 4 times faster in water? It says speed of sound increases underwater 4 times faster due to how much closer the molecules are together than air to transmit the sound. That makes complete sense.
Okay.
All right.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROD.
Hello, Robbie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Robbie, sober, not sober?
You're here.
What was that, Robbie? Sorry, man.
Sober, man. I'm sober.
Ah, sober. Okay.
I really thought we'd have a lot more people doing afternoon drinking today.
Yeah, I mean, you know what, though, man? And we were saying this earlier. And I wake up, one of the first things I do, just start working. Look at the computer, see what's going on in the world. It says May 5th. And I never thought about Cinco de Mayo. I want to say, Ted, until you got here, or Mike, one of the two, you said something in the office. And I realized, like, when you say Cinco de Mayo, the sky's blue, we were drinking Corona. People are going nuts.
Yeah.
It was pissing down rain. Like, there was nothing that reminded me that it's Cinco de Mayo.
Robbie, pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'm going to have to go Asian, man.
Asian food it is. Okay.
All right, Robbie, here is your question. What state is home to the Sundance Film Festival?
Sundance Film Festival. I'm going to have to go with Arizona.
Utah. It is Utah, yes. Yeah. And a place called Sundance.
Here in Washington, we don't do very many Sundances.
No, we do not.
No, we're constantly Sundancing. It just doesn't work. All right. Your question, what is Captain America's real name? Sergeant U.S.
Chris.
Well, yeah. There's the Chris Evans angle. Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
Sounds like a porn star. I'm Steve Rogers.
Which Captain America are you talking about?
Classic rock double shots all weekend with Steve Rogers.
You know me as Captain America, but now I got my own podcast.
Steve Rogers sounds like a local like guy on TV.
What do you mean, like a lawyer or something like that?
No,
you mean an anchor. Good evening, I'm Steve Rogers. I'm also Captain America, but Steve Rogers.
I feel like Steve Rogers, like it's from a movie or something. Wasn't there a Steve Rogers?
I mean, there's Captain America.
No, none of that stuff.
I don't know. Who are you picturing?
Like an Anchorman kind of movie, and one guy was Steve Rogers.
I mean, maybe. Probably. You know, it's not really an uncommon name. I just know him as Captain America. All right, your question. What planet has a moon named Luna?
Pluto.
That'd be Earth. That would be the planet Earth. Pluto's moon is Charon, I believe. Something like that. I'm not really asking you guys. I'm just throwing it out there to the ether. I know you guys don't know. I bet you someone will text in and let me know if I'm right or wrong. All right, the question. What is water that is safe to drink referred to as?
Potable.
Nice.
When I was a kid, I always thought it meant portable.
Good. More of Big Dummy coming up. If you'd like to be a contestant, 206-421-ROCK.
99.9 KISW. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Big Dummy. 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our next contestant, ready to play the big game?
Both those things. Good day, sir.
Hello, Conrad. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Conrad, sober, not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Conrad, our men's room poll. Pick one food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
Asian.
Okay, Asian it is. What is your favorite Asian food you're giving up?
Probably the yakisoba noodles.
I'm not sure if I've had those or not.
I've had them. Not my favorite, but
I feel like there's a funny flavor to that sauce.
there is.
Yeah.
I like 80% like it. Then there's that 20% weird, but the 80% outweighs it enough.
What is
That's fair.
How's it typically like? Is it Thai? What is it?
I think it's a Thai.
Yakisoba? Mike, you get it. I only get it at teriyaki joints.
Same. So it might be Japanese.
Okay, I don't know. Well, teriyaki was invented in Seattle, Washington.
Yeah.
So who knows?
All right, here's your question. So the next time you see some like authentic teriyaki, like, is it?
Well, if it's in Seattle, it is.
Oh, that's what I mean. But, you know, the way you advertise it in Seattle leads you to believe it's from overseas. Authentic teriyaki. Okay. All right, here's your question. What 2 months of the year are named after men?
July and August.
Well done. For Julius and Augustus Caesar.
Did not know that.
What 2 months of the year are named after women? 3 months.
3 months.
Mm-hmm. April, May, and June.
Oh.
No,
Is that a science show?
Yeah. No, it's just you hear the names April, you hear the name May, you hear the name June. June Cleaver, April.
Game is up, Big Dummy. 206-421.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Willie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Willie, sober, not sober?
Not sober. Want to give a shout out to the Trainwreck Bar and Grill here in Burlington for making a mean margarita.
All right.
Oh, celebrating Cinco de Mayo. I dig it.
All right, Willie, pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I would...
Once again, bedroom colors, here are the 7 words you can't say on the radio.
Shout out.
All right, then.
Trainwreck, huh?
Sucker, mother...
Mean margarita.
And please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
All right, drunk Willie, let's watch the words, man. But shout out to the margarita. By the way, Ted, just so you know, yakisoba means grilled soba noodles is Japanese.
Okay.
Or fried.
I'm not sure I've had that.
All right, yeah.
All right, here is your question. Who won a record 8 gold medals at the 2008 Summer Olympics in Beijing?
Michael Phelps.
There you go. Nice job.
Yes,
One
indeed.
and done for Willie. And one cuss word. Game is Big Dummy 206-421 Rock.
Hello, Jacob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, fellas.
Hola. Jacob, sober, not sober?
Oh, I'm sober. I'm driving.
All right, Jacob, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll. Pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'm going to have to go Italian. I was thinking about going seafood, but there's so many Asian foods that are made with, like, fish sauces that I just couldn't get rid of it.
Oh, yeah. That's a good call, man. All right, here is your question. I apologize. What is the capital of New Hampshire?
Capital of New Hampshire.
I would also accept who cares?
Oh, man, who cares? But we'll just say Olympia because I don't know.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Come on, Miles.
Is it not Montpelier?
No, that's Vermont.
Concord?
It is Concord.
All right.
Look at Miles with the big, useless brain.
Yeah.
Is that home of the grapes?
Sure, and the airplane. Because when you think New Hampshire, you think fast. All right, your question. What 2-word Latin phrase means the reverse order?
About face.
Versa.
What'd you say?
Vice versa.
All right, well done.
Nice job. Game is Big Dummy 206-421 Rock.
I like how we're all so impressed.
One and done.
I know. Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Tom, sober, not sober?
Silver.
Sober Tom, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I'm going to go Asian.
Asian food.
By the way, someone chimes in with this, so I'm going to answer this directly. I don't know where you're getting your info on teriyaki, because Wiki says Japanese chefs invented it in the 1700s. I'll tell you where I get my information on this. Miles.
That's right.
You heard me get my information.
Yeah, Miles said it, so we believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Are we stupid? Maybe. No one's going to argue that.
Honestly, I've never seen teriyaki. I never heard of teriyaki until I moved here, and I've never seen it anywhere outside of the Seattle area.
I think I'd heard of it, but you're on the East Coast. It's just, maybe it's there now, but it certainly wasn't then.
Yeah.
All right. You think there's anyone who's actually named Terry Yaki? Some poor kid, last name's Yaki. Parents decided to be a-holes. Like, name him Terry. What's your name? Terry Yaki. How about anaphylaxis?
That feels realer than a teriyaki.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more likely to meet someone named Terry Yaki than I am to meet a named anaphylaxis.
Well, is Terry a man or a woman?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
I'm not judging. All right, here's your question. What is the 2-letter postal abbreviation for the state of Maine?
ME. See you guys.
Too easy.
Yeah. People are nailing it here at the end.
I know.
Big Dummy's game. 206-421 Rock.
Hello, Duffenbaugh. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. What's your name again?
Deffenbaugh.
Deffenbaugh. Sober, not sober?
I'm very far from sober.
Okay. With a name like Deffenbaugh, I believe you.
Does that translate to anything? What is the story behind the name Deffenbaugh?
So it was originally actually a very famous local surfer in Hawaii in the 50s that nobody ever heard of because World War II kind of eclipsed all of that history.
World War II, man, spoiled a lot of good stuff.
Okay. Deffenbaugh, you got to pick a food to never eat again. Mexican, Italian, Asian, or seafood?
I am never eating seafood again.
All right.
Jesus, people.
I know.
There's no seafood places around here.
I'm allergic to seafood, so I never had it until I was a teenager, so I can get rid of that one just fine.
By the way, real quick, we were talking about the names of months, all right? So someone says Donald Duck's nephews, they're Huey, Dewey, and Louie. He has 3 nieces. They are, in fact, April, May, and June.
Those are Daisy's nieces.
Daisy. Sorry, Mike. Jesus. Whatever. The names are April, May, and June, all right? Whoever's goddamn kids those are. Don't call me a racist. I just feel like all ducks look the same.
Is this like from DuckTales? Is this how you know that? Because Donald Duck wasn't really popular when we were kids.
No, the
What?
says that.
As far as there's no movie with Donald Duck?
There was no like real movies, but as far as the four biggies, he was more popular than Mickey, man.
I'm not saying that
like Goofy and Donald are stealing the show. Mickey makes all the money, but in the end, it's all about Goofy and Donald.
Yeah, but he's somebody who's never in any cartoons at that point in time. He's never in any movies
Wait
at
a
that point in
minute.
time.
Didn't Donald Duck have that, like, Magic Mathland or something like that? I loved that movie when I was a kid.
Well, it's not like Mickey's in a ton of movies.
No, he's not. He was in Fantasia. And then he's out.
But
I don't even know why Mickey
Snow White
is so
was in
popular.
one movie, okay? Cinderella, one movie. Mickey Mouse, one movie. See what I'm saying?
I gotta say, though, Donald's got a
Peter
cousin
Pan.
that kind of outshines him with his own show that was Darkwing.
One movie.
Yeah.
No, but Darkwing is separate than Donald, right? Darkwing was.
Well, yeah, no, he's his cousin.
Are they supposed to be cousins?
I think they're supposed to be cousins.
Are you
I was
just making this up?
when
Yeah,
that
you
was
are.
coming out.
No.
Is this like Miles telling me?
I'm
about
not sober, so you know.
I'm the drunk guy telling
Lady
you.
and the Tramp, one movie. No sequels. They all just did one movie.
Oh, they went on to do porn. It just wasn't wide release.
Donald Duck did not. And hell, there's more Daffy Duck out there than Donald.
Ducks
But I'm
Gone
saying
Wild.
Donald Duck is basically the same thing as Mickey.
But Mickey had a movie.
So did Donald.
What was his movie?
His first theatrical appearance was in The Wise Little Hen.
Steamboat Willie?
Steamboat Willie
That was
was
Mickey.
Mickey's.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm saying they both are on the same track.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you remember Donald Duck Booty Slayer? That was huge.
I guess technically Goofy didn't have a movie either, did he?
No.
Yeah, so it's like I hear what you're saying, but none of the favorite characters at the park really are known for movies.
No.
Right.
The
I'm telling you,
princesses are.
Donald was the guy. I took my kid to see Disneyland Nights years ago, right? And again, because I'm like you with Mickey, where it's like, yeah, I know you own the joint, but you don't really do anything to get the kids excited. So they introduced all these Little Mermaid and all the characters you've heard of, and the kids are cheering. And the last two they introduced were Mickey and Minnie. And dude, it was like the Beatles taking the stage and the Ed Sullivan thing. I could not believe.
Donald appeared in over 150 theatrical films. Several of which were recognized for the Academy Awards.
This guy's an Academy Award winner, and you're essing on Donald Duck.
He was given his own film series, starting with Don Donald.
And he never wore pants.
He's like the Meryl Streep of Disney.
Don Donald.
Donald Duck? Donald freaking Duck.
My man has his own goddamn orange juice.
He does have his own orange juice. That's all he's really got.
You're right. Nobody wanted a Mickey juice.
The University of Oregon is probably a bigger deal than that.
Only on the West Coast, Miles.
Yeah.
All right, Deffenbaugh, here's your question.
And remember, the Oregon Duck only looks like Donald because the guy was friends with Walt Disney, the old president of the university.
Right.
That's why it's the only other Donald that can look like Donald.
His wartime movies include Donald Gets Drafted, The Vanishing Private, Sky Trooper, Fallout Fall In, The Old Army Game, and Commando Duck in 1944.
Wow, he was like the Clint Eastwood back then, man.
Well, most people remember.
He also played Scrooge McDuck in Christmas Story.
That's Scrooge McDuck is Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah,
man.
that's a different duck.
Yeah, that's Donald's rich uncle.
Yeah, you think all ducks look the same too?
Yeah, that's Darkwing's dad. That's his benefactor.
He's also a super popular character in Europe, particularly in Nordic countries.
He's also the Duck Avenger, and he's got a different name in Italian, in Italy.
What's his name?
Polino Paparino.
Is that his name?
Yes.
What is it?
Get the frick out of here.
Anyway.
Polino Papanino.
You open a can of worms on this one, Montgomery.
Get the hell out of here.
It's me, Don Donald.
Frickin' Italian Donald Duck. Get the frick out of here.
Come to me
Contractually, I don't have to wear pants.
on my daughter's wedding day.
This
He
cancel
hates
culture. I
his, he
gotta
hates
put
his
on pants.
neighbor, Bum Bum Gingo.
Oh, no.
I like to say his love interest and
Man, are
permanent
you
girlfriend,
guys
Daisy
over
Duck.
Oh yeah, he's been with Daisy for a while, man.
Permanent girlfriend. He
many
ain't gonna
ducks.
wipe her up, but she's permanent.
She don't need no ring.
Oh damn!
He's got so many movies, I can't believe it.
You know where to put your bill. We call her the $100 bill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's real soft.
I feed her bread 2 ways.
Mr. Duck steps out, 1940.
Find the bread in my feathers. Getting warmer.
He doesn't wear pants. He's just ready to go.
All right.
Oh, boy.
I have nipple rings. All right, your question.
We're good.
I'm here to fertilize your eggs. All right, your question. What is the capital of Kentucky?
Lexington?
Just so you know, I have asked that one question more than any other question on Big Dummy.
Was it Lexington?
No, it's not Lexington.
Frankfurt.
It's
Knoxville.
Frankfurt.
Oh, it is Frankfurt.
Yes.
Are you asking everyone every 2 weeks?
Yeah,
I never
and no
know.
one ever remembers.
Oh, no, I drink Tennessee whiskey, not Kentucky.
All right, there you go. All right, your question. What Hollywood Film Studios logo is a mountain surrounded by 22 stars?
That'd be Paramount.
That would be
correct.
Nice job. Game is Big Dummy 206-421 Rock.
Hello, Jack. Welcome to the men's room.
Jack, you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Jack, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, you got to pick a food to never eat again. Will it be Mexican food, Italian food, Asian food, or seafood?
Asian food, huh?
Okay. By the way, Miles, in 2001, there was Lady and the Tramp 2. Someone sums up the Goofy situation. I like this. The F you talking about with Goofy movies? They got a bunch of them in the series. And apparently Goofy has appeared in 2 movies with his son, not unlike Will Smith, with his son Jaden.
Yeah, it was called a Goofy movie. It was a great movie. A Goofy movie.
How was it, though?
It was... Making a resurgence, man. There was a great song that came from it.
Donald Duck was also in Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
He was. Yep. I saw that credit.
And Mickey.
Was Mickey in that as well?
Yeah. He was in there. Donald Duck was in it. Daffy Duck was in it. Bugs was in it. That was like the one time that both the studios kind of agreed to allow their images to be shown together.
Sure. Yeah, Bugs Bunny and Mickey Mouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, here's your question.
Okay.
What A word is the common name for epinephrine?
EpiPen?
Aspirin? Adrenaline.
Oh, adrenaline.
Yep.
Something like that.
Sounded medical. I don't know.
All right, your question. What is the name of Captain Ahab's ship for Moby Dick? Written by Herman Melville.
Old Faithful.
It sounds like an insult. The Pequod. P-E-Q-U-O-D.
I mean, I know that.
Miles, you have pissed people off.
I'm just, look.
Now, it's about the good. Not even Donald Duck. People are cool with Donald. They're saying, look, Donald's been in some movies. I don't know that we got some Goofy lovers out there. He said he wasn't in movies. I'm just saying the people that responded about Donald Duck are just like, hey, let Miles know Donald did this. With the Goofy movie, they're like, F Miles. Goofy did whatever the hell.
Disney sucks. I was a Bugs Bunny guy. I was a Warner
absolutely.
Brothers. You know, people go Marvel, DC.
Yeah.
I thought Disney was the worst one. I love going to the parks.
Sure.
But as far as the entertainment value of what it brought to the table, it didn't even hold a candle to Warner Brothers.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
1,000%.
So I just wasn't into it.
Yeah, and you're right. Like our age group, like DuckTales was a massive after-school show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, and I discovered Mickey Mouse has a Mickey Mouse Club show, animated. No, Mickey's Playhouse, I believe is what it's called. I didn't know it was on TV, hot diggity dog, and then I had to watch it every goddamn day with the kids. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, their newer stuff is
no, it sucks.
Okay.
My kids sucks. It sucks. Sorry. All right, here's your question. Who played the role of Shoeless Joe Jackson in the 1989 movie Field of Dreams?
Tom Hanks. I don't know.
No,
Ray
ladies.
Liotta?
Ladies.
Yeah.
No. Oh, I thought
Who did you think? Ray Liotta.
I thought Cusack was Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Cusack? No.
Cusack.
It was Ray Liotta.
I guess you're right, because he goes to see him play
Yeah.
later on.
I stopped chewing tobacco 7 minutes ago.
Jetix.
Doing great.
God, I am so relaxed.
Ignore the sweat on my brow. All right, your question. What was Led Zeppelin?
I just smacked 3 people.
Including the cameraman and the director.
But I'm not smoking. He might just be like that, whether he's smoking or not smoking.
People say I'm intense. All right, your question. What was Led Zeppelin drummer John Bonham's nickname?
Dick. I don't know.
Dick. Bonzo.
Okay, I'm going to be the big dummy for sure. I don't know any of these.
All right, John, question 5. Not doing too bad.
What was his nickname?
Bonzo.
Bonzo.
Oh.
All right, your question. What late-night talk show host announced that he is stepping down from the show this spring after 8 seasons?
You guys just talked about this the other day. Is James...
Come on.
I don't know his last name. James Corden?
Yeah, that's close enough. James Corden.
Okay, very good.
What is
Jeff?
Carden.
Ah, okay.
Carden.
And Jeff, coming up with Ted's Meat Potatoes has Mexican foods invented in America in honor of Cinco de Mayo. You are listening to The Men's Room.